Hi guys, and welcome back to another Pixel Gun video. So in today's video, I'm going to be going over the trader's van and over the weapons which are in it right now since it started a few hours ago, and my personal opinions on them and if you should buy them. So let's jump straight into it. The first weapon which is in this trader's van is called the Block shotgun. It has a fire rate of 98, a capacity of 16, and a mobility of 50, which is pretty mediocre for a shotgun. It also is a shotgun and has semi-auto fire rate. So this shotgun has one of the lowest damage per seconds, and personally I wouldn't recommend you getting this because it's not even worth free test spamming with it since the damage is really low. And yeah, even though it's semi-auto, you need to use it only by itself, and it doesn't even have that good of a damage since it's a shotgun, so you need to be close, and the damage from close up still isn't all that impressive. So I'd give this shotgun like 6 out of 10, and unless you really just want this for how it looks, because the design isn't bad, but the stats are really bad. So if you just wanted this because how it looks, so you can get it for that, but otherwise I wouldn't recommend you getting it since it's really bad. The second weapon in the trader's van is the Block flamethrower. It is a fire rate of 99, a capacity of 50, and a mobility of 65. It also is a flamethrower, it can disable jumps, and it also has the burning effect. So this weapon might seem good, but it has a really small range. You need to be really close to someone. And while you're going to be wasting your time trying to get this close to someone to use this weapon, you're just going to get sniped or demolished by a heavy or some gadget. So I wouldn't say this is worth buying. This is probably even worse than the shotgun because there's so many different heavy specials out there which are much better than this one. And yeah, this is such a small range. You need to be within a few blocks of someone. And yeah, I don't think it's worth buying because the damage output it isn't too good, isn't too bad. But yeah, you just need to be too close and you're better off using a special for long range or some different special. So I'll give this weapon like 5.5 out of 10 since it isn't really good. And the third and final weapon in the trader's van is called a Block rifle. It is a sniper with a fire rate of 70, capacity of 15, and a mobility of 50. These stats seem pretty good. A fire rate could be a bit better, but otherwise it seems pretty good. It has single shots, wall break, and nighttime zoom, which all sound pretty good. But the thing about this weapon is that the damage decreases by 75% through wall break, and the damage isn't even that good when it's shooting normally. When you shoot someone normally, it deals like 180 something to the head and 120 to the body. And since if it have a fast fire rate, I would say it could be potentially worth it. But otherwise, it has too low damage and a really low fire rate, so it's not worth getting in my opinion. Even though it can be potentially worth it sometimes, I'll still say you're much better off using a different sniper, which might have even a slower fire rate but has higher damage output. And yeah, there's much better snipers which even have better damage and also better fire rate and a better mobility. So the only good thing about this weapon I'll say is the capacity, but many other snipers have a better capacity even. So yeah, this weapon isn't worth it all getting, and I'd wait till the next trader's van or even till some new event comes where you can get the better weapon. For example, right now in the sets, yeah, you can get the Mammoth sniper, and this is one of the best snipers in the game, I would say. It has really good damage. That's why many people are trying to get it. It also has a pretty decent fire rate, a bit slower, but still much better. A bit slower mobility, but that's worth it still. And it also has bleeding and a stronger wall break. So that's why this weapon is going to be much more worth getting since it's going to have a better damage output and also a pretty similar fire rate and also the bleeding effect. So the person won't even regenerate health or shield while the effect is active. So yeah, overall, this trader's van isn't really good. I wouldn't recommend you getting anything from it unless you really want it for any reason. And yeah, so this trader's van altogether, if I were to rate it out of 10, I'd probably give it like a 6 out of 10. Since yeah, there has been many better trader's vans in the past, and there will probably even be better trader's vans in the future. So yeah, unless you really want something, I wouldn't buy anything from this and just save your gems for a different trader's van. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and that's all for today's video. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.